Hey, I'm Wendy McSnarlin, and today is day 59 of Richmond Public Library's 100 Days of RVA Reads, a program promoting PBS and WCVE's The Great American Read. We are here today at soooooo, which, as some of you may know, this was originally a gas station and then a smut kind of store. It was a massage parlor in 1973, which gradually, naturally made its way to a smut store. Georgie here would not let her children bring their quarters for the quarter movies when they were little. They couldn't understand why. Now they have to read this in order to find out all their smut. So here we are. It's actually 30 degrees outside, but it's so hot because we're discussing this book that we're all sweating. So we're just going to roll with that. So I chose to read 50 Shades of Grey just because I was challenging myself to do things that I don't want to do. And I was not a huge fan of 50 Shades of Grey and all of the hoopla surrounding it, but sometimes in order to really not like something, you have to take part in it to truly say that you don't like it. 50 Shades of Grey, I think, probably did not have as much drama and smut as right on the other side of these walls with Dick and Dick and Charles, who owned this place originally. Dick, incidentally, was shot dead by his mistress at the Checkered Flag restaurant in Laburnum, and that's real life, not in the book. He should have had a contract, maybe like Mr. Gray here had with his virgin of choice in the book. So Georgie has not read it like me before now. I will never get back these 8 hours, but I enjoyed all of them as I fell asleep during the sex scenes and dreamt up a little more. Maybe I'll write my own book. Maybe, you never know. 50 Shades of Pink. Keep your eye out for it. So, Great American Read, I was a little curious as to why 50 Shades of Grey would end up on the 100. That's a lot of good books. And this did not make it to the top 40, I've heard. But I read this book, and it encouraged me to go out and try to maybe find my own virgin. Get him to sign a contract, work it out. I appreciated the fact that E.L. James explored several things that all of us women understand. Most of us women understand. And I appreciated her attempt. You know, I think she wrote it so that everybody can read it. You know, it's a page turner if you have a 6th grade reading level, which I think is wonderful. I'm just going to read a little passage, just a little teaser. It's towards the end. So here we go. Heading downstairs, I glanced at the great room, thinking how only hours before I had rested my head on his shoulder as he played the piano. So much had happened since then, 2 hours ago. I have had my eyes open and glimpsed the extent of his depravity. And I know now he's not capable of love or giving or receiving love. My worst fears have been realized, and strangely, it's liberating. How many of us have been there? You know, a little tear, it's actually sweat. But I would suggest maybe seeing the movie. I haven't seen it. You know, I'll give it a shot. Maybe. Probably not, if we're being honest. But I would say, you know, any of these books are available at the Richmond Public Library. This one, Patty, I'm sorry, this might be overdue now. I think I'm going to need to probably pay a fine when I take it back. Maybe not the 25-cent fine of the movie here. Might be a little more, but totally worth it. So I would say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for Patty for all that you've done. Thank you, Georgie, for listening in and being ready to be titillated. Sorry, I couldn't do that for you. Maybe next time. So, guys, if you would like to read a great book, go to Richmond Public Library. All 100 of the Great American Reads are there for you to check out. Return them on time. And let's read, Richmond.